number 6, live from the Eagles Nest in Lucas, Texas. It's the BEBC
BS
Podcast. Woo! Well, that metered out real quick there.
Yeah, we limited it.
Cover your ears, folks. Cover your ears. Morning to you, everybody. Got a lot to talk about today. Several different topics we're going to get to. We're going to start off with hurricane talk, because that seems to be the topic of conversation here in Texas.
How many hurricane refugees are we going to get on the teams these days?
That could be, too. That could be. The team may change in the next week. People may be moving to Allen.
That was part of a TV show, wasn't it? The Dillon Panthers.
That was part
That's
of the
true.
team.
Voodoo!
Voodoo coming to Allen.
He was a stud, wasn't he? But yeah, Hurricane Harvey made landfall yesterday. We just want to wish everyone in the southern regions of Texas stay safe, stay dry, stay above water, and
come up here only if it's absolutely necessary. We love
Even though the farthest south listener we have is in Plano.
Yeah, exactly. Plano, be safe.
Stay dry, Plano residents.
Stay dry.
It's always a swamp.
We have a tie to a correspondent down there, Alan. Why don't you just throw out your son-in-law? Give Jacob some
throw him under the bus.
My son-in-law, Jacob Rascone, works for NBC Evening News. He's been on there a couple times. He was in, Corpus Christi, doing a thing. And yesterday I called him after the scrimmage and said that he was in downtown Houston. He's going to stay there and do some shows for the Today Show and for Evening News. So we'll find out what happens.
Eyes and ears on the ground in Houston. So Jacob, stay safe. All of y'all stay safe. And hopefully that thing will get back offshore and get out of here quick. It's going to be here a while.
It's down to a 1.
Right now.
Yeah,
down to a 1.
Dumping lots.
Went up to 4 and now it's down to a 1.
Because it's been over land for over 14 hours and it's still a Category 1 hurricane.
Yeah, it's not good. So prayers and blessings out to all y'all down there. Hang in there. While I'm saying that, I'll just say that, by the way, Trusted World, today, tomorrow, and Monday, we've been designated as the lead donation spot for collections, thank you, for donations of clothing and money for the hurricane relief afterwards as part of the North Texas VOAD group. So if you have any clothes you want to donate, if you have any funds you want to donate, the donation location is actually in Dallas on the North Dallas Tollway, 15660 North Dallas Tollway.
What is that?
It's Tollway Towers South. 15660.
There you go.
It's a building on the Tollway, just between Arapahoe and Keller Springs. So if you have any donations you want to make, get them over there. We'll have volunteers there today till 6, tomorrow till 6, and Monday till 6.
Can they go online for financial donations?
You can go online and donate financially, yes. TrustedWorld.org. So let's do our part to help those people as well. James.
So we've got a little trivia. I was thinking back and, being old man Pops, trying to figure out some of the history of the Allen Eagles. And I want to find out if you guys know the only Allen player in a playoff game to be penalized 15 yards for a personal foul for blowing a kiss to the opponent.
Sounds like something Nolan would do.
I don't know, but we need a picture of him in this clubhouse.
Yeah, we need a reenactment. Can we get that done?
And I'm sure it was blowing a kiss to Plano.
Blowing a kiss.
Now this was in the playoffs.
Oh, that's right. They don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Snap.
They did one year.
It was a playoff game that we absolutely brutalized the opponent.
Was it Lake Highlands?
No, it was not Lake Highlands.
Dad, you should know this. Dad's thinking hard down there.
Wasn't Richardson, was it?
Dad's thinking hard.
We pummeled Lake Highlands a lot worse than we did.
All right, well, just think about that. We'll see if we got any answers toward the end of the podcast.
We're looking for the player, right?
The player. Name of the player.
I'm looking for a teaser. I need the game.
Playoffs, we myrtleized the team we were playing.
What year?
Myrtleized.
Can't tell you.
I quit.
Is that a Craig Myrtle thing? Craig Myrtle.
Give us the year.
Oh, you would know it if I gave you the year. How
How about the game?
it was?
Were we there?
It was before 2012.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Put your thinking caps on, fellas. We'll think about that and see if we can figure it out for the end of the podcast.
Usually the teacher, when I put this cap on, makes me sit in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in the corner, brother.
Ooh, I like that. Thank you very much.
Woo, here we go. All right. Scrimmage last night.
We got football.
Oh my gosh.
Real football to talk about.
Well, almost.
Anybody have anything to say? Or should we just pass on by the scrimmage?
Some good plays, a little bit of nerves, I guess, up front.
Scrimmage game.
I
They
thought
worked
the
it out.
offense. I thought the offensive line was awesome.
Yeah.
They just pushed Martin down the field. Just kept pushing 10 yards, almost 10 yards a game on a run. I mean, it was
I think for the
incredible.
most part, great protection.
Yeah.
Grant got sacked once.
And he actually threw the ball away.
Yeah.
So that was good
It
too.
was good. Good decision.
But yeah, the offensive line I thought was just incredibly awesome. And then, a running game is going to be, I think, very explosive. Rock was incredible.
I'll be curious to see how we expand the running game. Obviously, last night showed that, like you said, David, the line is reloaded as always, and we should take full advantage of their capabilities in running the football with Brock back there as well as Grant. As well as who's the backup running back we've got?
Kalen Gamble?
Yeah.
The one that didn't play. Juwan Robinson didn't play.
Yeah.
He was on the sidelines for whatever reason.
Kalen kid that played last night, he was impressive as well too. Some of his vision through the line and so forth.
We got a little teaser also. We got to see into the future,
Yes,
just a
we did.
smidge, with a jump cut and a broken tackle, and then outran the rest of the guys out of our little super sophomore Selden Manning. I bet that was pretty exciting for him. He's been on the radar for Allen folks since 7th grade, and I think they're going to use him. And they showed last night they lined him up in a couple of different spots, and it was good to see him get that touch.
Yeah.
And the boys, they were all excited for him, so that's good. That's good because he come off a pretty horrific knee injury in 8th grade and never was tested much last year. So to get him out there and seeing what he could do against the big boys, and it only has to be a major confidence builder for him. So that was good. And Jack Fee is going to be the man that does the dirty work all year. I don't know. I watched a lot of his blocking for sure. And he did his thing there. So
And we also saw that was exciting. We talked about this for years, is having that pass across the middle. And they did that one time last night for a considerable gain, which was really nice.
Theo looked like he was in mid-season form, cutting off his route and just getting separation, and then just, what does he call it?
Snatch the ball.
Snatched the ball.
Yeah,
He
he
showed
had
some
some-
really good hands.
He
Like he
did.
took it right out of somebody's hands.
So
We are back to a team that can probably outscore anybody out there. If need be. That's the way I saw it. If they keep doing what they're doing like last night, they can run the ball when they need to, and they sure as heck get the ball deep when they need to.
It also looks like our kicking team is doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I mean, usually in the scrimmage, you don't see that kind of effort. The punts were, I thought, pretty darn good. Good height and field goals and kickoffs. I mean, kicked it into the end zone, which is very good thing to see.
yeah, those punts were under heavy duress. I mean, Martin was
When you're
lining,
offsides.
lining 10 guys up and then going about 3 counts early, and hey, they got to practice. But to me, that was a little overboard. Going to get somebody hurt in a scrimmage. But, hey, to each his own.
Defense.
Well, I'll just say I didn't say anything about the offense yet. I was very impressed, as David said, with the O-line. There's some hosses up there, and they, and Trey didn't play last night. Trey was out. And,
we had a number of kids out last night.
Yeah, they didn't play everybody, and so you didn't get to see. And again, it's a scrimmage, and we were limited on what we
play
saw.
calling, and nothing.
But what we did see, I think that the big key for me was this team can run the ball. I think there's no doubt that this team will be able just to ram it down people's throats and not have to rely on the pass, which, they can if they need to. Carson got, second play of the game. It's open deep. Should have been a touchdown. That drop ball there, but, they can do it. Theo was open all night long.
That was a perfect pass, too. I don't think I've ever seen a pass more perfect.
Grant zoned in. It's quite obvious.
And I don't think it ever touched Carson's hands.
Unfortunately, it did.
It may have been a whiff. I'm not sure.
I think he was just shocked.
I'm not saying it was a bad pass by Grant either.
Perfect.
So there was a lot of goods on that offensive side of the ball. So that's, for me, that's a positive, especially early in the year as the defense, because the defense lost a bunch of starters, and they're going to have to find their way. It seems like we have that every year. We have one side of the ball that's either really stacked, and the other one's it's a wait and see.
How about Theo's hairdo?
I love Theo's
hairdo.
I think
we call that the cotton top? What do we call that?
We need to come up with some wigs for all of us to put on.
That would be awesome.
Theo
Gosh, man, would that be great?
It's a tribute.
I know what I'm searching for on the internet today.
Yeah.
Well, and Mark, what you were talking about, what I really liked was at the end of the game, or the scrimmage there, where the Arlington people were going crazy, thinking that they had won the scrimmage with the block punt recovery in the end zone, and
then go in for two to get the lead.
Oh yeah, because they got to go for the win, and so I thought it was great that we have our third string offensive line out there
while they're starting,
and all they do is hand the ball off and run the ball all the way down to kick a field goal to win against their first string defense.
Not really convert, but that third down play for about a 18-yard out to put us in field goal range on the 25, and then for the sophomore kicker into the win a little bit, punch it through. That had to be exciting for him also, and
Boy,
down goes Martin.
Down
goes Wager.
Yep.
Wager ball.
Wager. Now they did stop the scrimmage after three quarters. That was 2 hours worth of football. So
yeah.
That was 40 hours.
Well, it was an hour's worth of timeouts.
Yeah, what is the rule? How many timeouts do you get?
5 Martin.
Who cares?
I mean, I'm winning TV timeouts. That was ridiculous.
Bottom line, not many mistakes.
No.
The team looked good. They looked well-oiled.
And they didn't show much either.
No, it
did.
was about as bland as you can get. Probably.
And it was still...
But not tipping off the next week. We'll talk about Cedar Hill.
We got to talk about Cedar Hill.
It's going to be an interesting game because there's a lot of new stuff, new coach, new quarterback.
Let's get back into that in just a minute. Let's talk the defense for a minute because we sort of skipped those guys. The only thing I have to say about the defense is, I love it, and again, there's some questions in my mind too. But the one thing that I loved last night on the turn, I think I said to Alan, I said that's the first time I've ever seen 4 defensive linemen hit a quarterback at the same time.
Oh, that one I remember that play.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before. But those guys up front played very well.
They've got some fire.
Yeah,
they all pancaked him.
Yeah, somebody in the media said that they're untested, and it's like, okay, they're going to show it.
They're untested.
That's fine.
Don't listen.
Don't show anything.
Yeah, if that's untested, we'll take untested.
Yeah, take it all day long.
But the rest of the defense, I mean, we're
secondary's pretty solid.
We're young. It's young, and you expect some mistakes. But all in all, last night I thought they had a great showing. And
they're all young seniors.
All the DBs are seniors, aren't they? All 4 of them.
Yeah,
all 4
starters. Yeah, and then Jason's a senior.
Colton, CJ.
Yeah, people are playing where they haven't played before. Like Colton's playing corner instead of safety last night.
Yeah.
So You know that, and we have linebackers that are kind of moving around, trying to figure out what's what. It'll be interesting. It'll be great to see each week what Corey Kane's dialing up.
Corey Kane.
The mastermind.
The lone remaining fathead.
That's kind of personal. Jeez, his wife doesn't think that.
I think we got a few more to make this year.
She might think he's a fathead. I don't know.
Well, that's true.
We haven't asked her.
It's a privilege.
When he won't take the trash out.
How often does he not take the trash out?
I don't know.
He's got boys. They should be
That's
taking
right.
the trash out.
We need to do that fathead to take down to the southern part of Texas with us. That would be awesome.
We'll see about that. Any other thoughts on the scrimmage? You, James, I'm sorry. You probably
No. I was just going to talk about. It's hard to tell from a scrimmage, but depth is going to be an issue. But I think with the corners that we've got, corner control, we're going to be able to keep them at least in the center of the field and stop them from getting around on the outside. That's always been a little Achilles heel. And with the talent that Cedar Hill has got, despite the quarterback, being new and having to figure out what's going on and new coaching, I think we're going to be able to match the talent, defense to offense. So it should be an interesting.
Speed of our secondary really impressed.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be the one thing that they're going to have. It's going to be their advantage is the speed that they have. They may be young, they may be not as talented as defensive in the past, but the speed looks like it's there, and they can get to the outside pretty quick as they showed last night.
Well, Jernigan, what's the other tackle's name?
Seth Mason.
Yeah, Seth and Jernigan just clogged up that middle. Yeah. I mean,
They were having their way.
Yeah, it'll make it easy they'll push everything to the outside.
And Martin's offensive line was, they weren't small.
No, they
stout group.
And those guys were having a heyday with them yesterday.
I'll give Martin credit. They grow their offensive line.
Yeah,
They do.
They get some big linemen.
They
Their
got some big
defensive
boys.
line too. They had some big tall kids. They always do. It's weird. And it's in the water.
You know,
Ours are 5'9",
credit to our
and theirs are
coach,
6'5".
Carter, and our defensive coaches. I mean, it's all about talent and technique. And no matter how big you are, technique pushes other people around.
Goes a long way.
Well, looking quickly for just a minute, the JV, we were there for JV scrimmage too.
Yeah. Some talented
Look
kids.
good.
If we had to pull some kids up, there's talent there.
The quarterback situation looks like it's in pretty good hands.
Yeah.
With a mini Murray.
Mini Murray out there. That's putting a lot of pressure on the kid, but he did look very well.
But he's the dual threat.
Yeah.
More.
Very much still.
And his throwing
got a
has
pretty
vastly
pass.
improved.
He's got a pretty pass.
He looked very at ease and confident last night too. So
While he was on JV.
Yeah, he did get an opportunity at the varsity level, but that didn't go so well.
The handoff.
Yeah, the handoff. So he looked good handing off. We'll give him that. He turned, handed off, and got out of the way real quick. So,
Yeah, he's a Trinity quarterback then.
yeah, don't say that. He might end up over there.
Transfer.
So you need him.
Next week,
Next week, Cedar Hill, 7:30
Tom Landry Classic.
at the Big House. We'll give you our predictions here in a little bit, but any other thoughts on that game?
Ready for it to begin.
with new coaching, new quarterback, and things like that, it may play to. They know what we have. We don't know what they have.
Yeah.
So it could be a real good test for our kids to make the adjustments.
Yeah.
To what they're going to try to do, and that's always been a good thing for Allen. The second half adjustments, we may have to make them in the first quarter though.
It's going to be interesting offensive-wise for Allen, though, to see if we change a whole lot from kind of previous structure and play calling and what we do with the personnel. Like you guys have said, we've got some good running backs. And historically, Allen has been a 60% pass, 40% run. It's deviated depending on, quarterback and personnel. But
80-20.
yeah.
Last year we ran the ball more than we threw the ball, percentage of plays.
Did we really?
Yep. In the playoff game, I know LaDarren had made against Trinity had made comment that Allen was like 52% run, 48 pass, something. It was but it was first time in a long
a little bit
time.
slanted, yeah, and it may continue.
Well, I think I think he will because, I mean, just look at the 7-on-7. Grant threw a lot of long strikes for touchdowns. So I don't see that being any different.
No.
This time,
well, the offensive line's going to protect.
One or two offensive plays, and that's it. It's over with as far as passing, and then there'll be a lot more running.
Yeah.
It'll be a great test. I mean, Cedar Hill's always been considered one of the top echelon teams, kind of like where Allen has been considered for the last few years and so forth. So I think it's really going to. I know there's a lot of hype. There's a lot of talk on the newspapers and so forth already about this game. It should be.
Let's see how their DBs are going to be able to keep up with the receivers.
Well, let's see how their DBs are going to be able to keep up with us,
Yep.
and our DBs keep up with them. So I think it's going to be a great test, and whoever comes on top makes a statement, and that should keep them going throughout the remainder of the regular season.
Our defense is going to have to be in their backfield a lot.
But seeing what we saw last night, I have more confidence with it now with that defense. That defensive line could be one of the best ones we've had in quite a while.
Quarterback protection obviously is going to be critical. Completion.
It's more than likely, I would assume most of those kids that were not dressed out last night will be dressed out for this game. Hopefully.
It's an important game, but it's still a non-district game. We got to remember that. So don't put too much pressure. I mean, not you, but just in general, we shouldn't put too much pressure on the personnel playing. We got to have them for district.
What are you talking about? We got to put pressure.
It's our job.
Pressure good. Pressure good.
You bust pipe on Make Diamond.
Someone call Alan's phone right now.
Hey, don't unplug that mic, Mike.
Yeah. Unplug the mic. All right, it's Friday night, 7:30. Hope to see everybody there. Should be a full house opening game. Allen versus Cedar Hill. We'll be back next week.
There'll be a lot of flags in the parking lot. I know that.
There will be flags in the parking lot.
Flagulation.
There'll be a lot of things going on. We'll talk about here in a minute. One of the things we're going to do all year, we're going to have drum rolls. We are going to do pick 'em, and we're going to pick 10 or 15 games a week. High school, college, and when the pro starts up, we might do that. So we've got our first picks for
Timeout. There's got to be some stakes
stakes.
with this pick 'em game.
Oh, what do you mean stakes? What stakes do you want to put on?
Who gets to the bathroom first?
Yeah.
No, I mean, what's the winner get? We got to figure out what.
Well, all right, let's think about that. We'll announce that next week. You caught me off guard there.
You can't bring it up without having a suggestion.
Yeah, if you want a suggestion.
It just popped in my head.
There you have it.
Week to week,
Wow.
we could have a tailgate recliner, and the winner gets to sit in it.
Gets to sit in the big chair.
That's right. I'll be quite comfortable all year long. That's all I'm saying.
Talking smack.
With a fan blowing on.
He's full of it.
Ooh, wow.
Did you get a generator?
Want to.
Oh, we got a generator.
You could generate
All
something.
right, we got 10 games this week. I'll just say which ones they are. We'll save Allen Cedar Hill for last. Okay, we'll talk about it last. All right, Plano is headed to Hebron. Dave,
Hebron.
go around the table, Dave.
I think everybody knows my guess on that one would be Hebron.
All right, Dad,
Hebron.
Al,
Hebron.
James.
Yeah, I got Hebron.
Nolan.
McCullough's going to have
All right,
struggles.
it's a clean sweep for Hebron. Duncanville is hosting Plano East. Kitty Cats head down to
Duncanville.
Cats on cats.
Yep. So who you picking?
Cat fight.
I'm going with Duncanville, but I think Plano East, it's going to be a closer game than.
The people think.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I had to go with Duncanville also.
All right.
I'm going to be the outside man here. I'm going to go with East. I
Ooh.
think Joey's going to get his stuff together. He's got a lot of talent. He's going to be able to pull it off. I think
Upset.
Joey and East for the win.
I think Duncanville at home.
Yeah, I take Duncanville too. James, you're the outlier there, which
There you
could
go.
be good or bad for you.
Could be. We'll see.
All right, a game down south that we're taking a little bit of interest in. Westlake is hosting the Katy Tigers.
Wow.
David?
I'm taking Westlake.
All right.
Hodge Dodge and being at home. I just think the emotional side's going to be on him.
Okay.
I think with Westlake's new 7 move-ins, they're going to take Katy.
Okay. They've only got 7. Is that a drop in money? Alan.
Just to be different, I'm going to go with Katie.
All right.
Yeah, you are.
I did.
She's an ugly girl.
I done went with Katie.
Katie bar the door. I'm going with Westlake.
Oh, my gosh.
I think Westlake graduated way too many. I'm taking Katie.
I'm taking Katie, too, which makes it 3-3 there. That's good.
All right.
Go Katy Tigers. Another big game in the state of Texas this week. Judson is hosting Lake Travis.
Lake Travis.
Ooh. Even with all the graduation, you're going to go Lake Travis.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Judson.
All right.
I'm going with Lake Travis.
All right.
I got Judson. They're a powerhouse this year.
Again, Judson. Some people have them as the number one team in the state of Texas, so, and they're at home.
We'll
How many miles
see.
from Judson are they? Yeah.
I'm taking Judson as well, so we'll see.
All right. Majority says Judson.
Moving on to the college ranks, got a lot of big games this week, which is a lot of interesting games. We'll switch these up every week on who we pick. First over at Jerry World, we got Michigan and Florida. Cowboy Classic.
Dun, 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 dun,
Sunshine
dun,
State.
dun,
Woo!
dun,
Florida.
Da, 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 da.
Go Big Blue!
I got Michigan.
All right.
Michigan as well.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Michigan.
And due to the suspension of 7 Florida players, I'm going to go with Michigan as well. So,
That's right.
Way to stick to your guns, Dave.
I don't have faith in that coach in Florida, so let's skip that next game. We'll come back. Texas and Maryland. Texas hosted Maryland. The Tom Herman era kicks in.
Terps.
Wow, James didn't waste any time throwing out Terps.
Wow.
David?
I got to go with the Hornets.
Yeah. Thad?
Hook 'em.
Alan?
Anti-hook 'em.
Uh-oh, we got 2 Terps over there.
Terp.
I got to go with Texas. I think with the Herman,
They're fired up.
they're Texas is going to surprise some people this year. I think.
Pee-wee Herman.
Yeah, I, too, will go with Texas. I think that's going to be a totally different team than we've seen the last 3 years.
Really?
Charlie Strong.
This
Yep.
quick?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Shane Trabucas last year at A&M. He gets to go to UCLA to start it off. So
I hope he gets no action.
UCLA from David. Yep.
Ukla.
That's 2.
Fight on. I hate UCLA. Gig 'em, baby.
That would be Alan Wright, folks.
I hate.
I'm going to have to go with the light baby blue and say UCLA takes it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I was teetering on this game, but I ended up going with A&M.
Woo!
There you go. Man up.
I'll never do In-N-Out Burger again.
I too thought about it a lot. I just don't think A&M's unsettled at quarterback. UCLA's got Josh Rosen. It's 3rd year. So will be playing at home. So I'm going with the Bruins in that one.
I'll put it this way: if I lose that game, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I understand. All right, BYU is playing LSU supposedly in Houston. We'll see if this game comes off. But we picked this one because the man with the biggest arms in college football, Tejan Kuroma, starting center for BYU
Outland Trophy candidate.
Yeah, they're going to be playing. David.
LSU.
Yeah. Are you Bengals? Thaddeus?
Louisiana State University.
All right.
Yeah, me too. I got to take LSU.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Cougs, I don't think will be able to handle that.
Yeah. I'm going LSU too. It's too tough a matchup.
I got to go with the Tigers.
I'm going with the Tigers as well, but I want to see if Tejan can start a fight.
Oh, that's a given.
That'll
He's
happen.
not gonna eat.
That's a given.
2 minutes in.
Plus, LSU has a brand new Tiger
He
mascot.
starts the fight, he'll end the fight, too.
In the big game in the Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta, Georgia. Number 1, Alabama. Number 3, FSU. Going to be a dogfight. What a way to start the season.
God, as
David?
much as I hate Alabama, I have to go with them.
All right.
Sweet home Alabama.
There's 2 for the
Make it 3.
3.
Yeah, I did. Nick Saban, he's going to stay on the throne.
Okay.
I'm taking Alabama.
Which throne?
Yeah,
needs
number
to
2.
sit on the
Throne
throne.
number 2.
My heart says Florida State. My head says Alabama. I got to go with Alabama.
Yeah, my head says
You don't.
Alabama too, but I cannot do anything but go for FSU. So
See?
sorry, folks.
I hear you.
I'm going to root for the Noles on that one, and hopefully they can pull out. Which brings us to our last game, Allen Cedar Hill. Dave.
Horn.
Allen, I guess.
That shows some
I
confidence.
think we need some score predictions on this too. Think about it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we got to have a tiebreaker.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
tiebreaker.
We'll do
Alan.
that. So think about scores as we go around. There's another Alan.
Allen definitely.
Alan's picking Alan.
Huge. I'm going huge.
Huge.
James is going Allen. Can't pick against my.
Dude, you don't have to go third person on us.
Nolan?
Well, no, really, Allen.
Make sure you like your sport.
I'm picking Allen as well. I'm first games are always scary to me, especially against a quality opponent. But I'm going to pick Allen. So, all right, everybody write down a score too. You don't necessarily have to throw that out.
Oh yeah, we do.
Okay, David.
38-14.
Whoa. Dad.
42-17.
Okay.
Crap, that's exactly
what I picked.
no way.
That's what.
Yeah, I got 42-17.
All right.
See, that's
There
why
you go.
I got 42-28. I
you don't
think.
have to.
think
shouldn't have
Cedar
to
Hill's going to
announce.
score some points, but we're going to kill them.
Yeah, 42-17 is what I wrote down.
All right.
All right, I got 35-21 with a 21 coming. Remember last time we played them and they scored 2 late touchdowns to kind of
Yeah.
make it close? I
Trash
think
time.
that's what will happen.
Because we put in our
I
third
didn't figure
string.
trash points.
Yeah. Look
He's
at
trying to
38-37.
No,
So we'll,
Oh, jeez.
we'll keep track of these, and next week we'll have a
cows are out
Hey,
on the
don't
barn.
worry, you won't be involved in the tiebreaker anyway. That Florida
That'll be
game.
fun. We'll have these every week. If y'all have games you want us to pick, just shoot me an email or text, and we'll get them out here. All right, Thad. Rumor has it.
This week's rumor has it. I thought I'd turn it over to Nolan Schrader.
Uh-oh.
What?
Just like always, he's got nothing. Seriously. Boom!
Wait till
Everybody
next week.
knows and loves our SRO Tyson Park, right?
Everybody loves
Tyson.
Shorts.
Sexiest legs in football.
That's
Yep. And he also has Barney Fife syndrome.
Don't know.
Yeah, they only let
One
him.
bullet?
Yeah, they only let him carry one bullet. And that's in case he needs to shoot himself from all the rambling we give him. So, that's it, folks.
You know,
So if you're the second guy he's chasing, you're in good luck.
Just outrun the first, and you're good to go. We saw Tyson last night, and boy, he does what he always does with us. He just grins and takes it. So.
All right, boys. Anybody got a guess on the trivia?
Yuzoman to Wachiku.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Ah, easy.
Which game was it? He was killing the guy going up against him. Killing him.
It was, let me think, hold on. Let me think, it must have been Trinity.
Nope.
Oh, man.
Nope. One of our key players got injured in that game. Big defensive nose tackle fell right on top of him, broke his collarbone.
Well, Matt
Oh,
Brown got
Coppell.
there.
Yeah, that's
Coppell.
it. Coppell, second round.
Yes, did he?
The old Texas Stadium.
Texas Stadium,
oh, man,
yeah.
He was dogging him and in the end zone, and they got into a shot match. And the guy got mad at him, and Easy blew him a kiss, and the referee threw the flag. 15-yard personal foul. Said, "Why don't you come over to our house?"
Oh, that's
There
funny.
you go.
Way to go,
What
Easy.
happened to brotherly love?
You know,
man?
and Easy's hanging in there with the Cowboys.
Oh, he's doing awesome.
So,
Hope he continues.
yeah, good luck with. They play tonight. Good luck with that tonight.
Hey, tonight's the dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of starters in for a while.
For a while. Oh,
Zeke?
Zeke's going to play. Yeah.
Ain't suspended yet, I guess.
One more thing we want to bring to y'all's attention that next week is going to bring for kind of a cool moment for us and hopefully a cool moment for the high school. If you're a teacher at the high school or you're an administrator, anything related to the high school, if you work at the high school next week, the Balding Eagles are going to provide lunch for you. So we encourage you to come down to Blue whenever your lunch period is. We're going to have a couple of smokers out there. We're going to have some brisket, going to have some sausage, all the fixings and drinks and stuff.
And a big old pot of beans.
Big old pot of beans. So,
For your afternoon
So
entertainment.
come down. Hopefully, no waiting.
yeah, we're going to do our best to make it go quick. We know you don't have a bunch of time. Food will be ready. It's just a matter of getting served and getting in and out of there. But we just
In and
want-
out?
In and out. Not
Dave?
in and out. No.
No.
Not in and out.
No.
That's some trash.
We want to show our appreciation for all y'all do for the kids and you've done for our kids and for everybody up at the school. We know it's a lot of work, a lot of hard work, and we just want to show our appreciation.
Doing your duty.
Do a little bit for y'all. So come by Blue. Again, that'll be Friday. And grab some food on us. And look forward to seeing all of you. Say hello to us. And anybody have anything else to add to that?
No?
Come one, come all.
Yeah.
Love you, mean it.
So,
Cool. Regular season.
yep, 1 week away. Less than a week away from Friday. Everybody be there.
Actually, Mark,
Yes.
I have something kind of emotional that I'd like to talk about, if that's all right. And
Throw
if
it
you
out there,
don't,
brother.
okay.
We're here for you.
I have some friends, Ron and Monique. They came and visited a couple weeks ago, which reminded me of good friends. Monique grew up. She ended up a beautiful girl. Had some kind of nervous disorder. She lost her right eye, and then also the hearing in her right ear. And they're married now. And so in high school, she had a glass eye. And when they met in college, Monique was very popular, dated a lot of guys wanted to date her. And Ron ended up dating her. And so we were going over it last week, or a couple of weeks ago. And I said, so how did y'all meet? And they met in a class. And so I said, well, tell me about your first date. And he said, they're out to dinner.
I'm feeling quite emotional right now.
Well, it is emotional, dang it. It is emotional. So I said, so Ron, tell me about the first date. And he said, well, we're sitting there eating dinner. And I brought her this huge bouquet of flowers, stuck it down there on the table.
It's okay. Here's a tissue out.
Here's clean air.
Man, you know, these are beautiful people, and it's cool to see how people get together. And so, you know, they were talking, and these flowers were really bothering her. Well, finally, she couldn't hold it in, and she sneezed.
Go ahead. I'm feeling verklempt.
Bless her heart, if her glass eye didn't pop out.
Did it land in the soup?
See, I'm too emotional. No, but it popped out, and before it rolled off the table, Ron.
Did he scoop it up? He snag it?
Ron grabbed it, and you know, and it was great, you know, that he was able to do that before it went on the floor. Anyway, and so, you know, during the night, while we were eating dinner, I said, well, so you went out with so many guys in college. What was it that, you know, that made you want to say yes to Ron's proposal? And she said, well, Alan, I have to be honest with you. He's the only guy that ever caught my eye.
Dude, that is what is called an ender.
That's it.
Oh,
Simulate mic drop now.
on that note, it's over.
Go ahead, plug it.
A man walks down the street, he says, why am I short of attention? Got a short little span of attention, and oh, my nights are so long. Where's my wife and family? What if I die here? Who'll be my role model now that my role model is gone?